Here's a look at the dollar index. Going to start this analysis off on the daily time frame and then work my way back down to the hourly or so. And in looking at the weekly or the daily here, we could see that we had a very nice move up and then ultimately we broke below that uptrend line we had put in place, meeting very close to the 91 target. Stopped shy of that about 20 pips or so. It was around 90.88 for the high, and then we reversed back underneath that 50 period moving average, broke that trend line, and again still heading back towards the support area. So let's go ahead and just drop a little bit lower here. So near term I am calling for some more weakness in the dollar, and then some bullishness probably going to kick in after that, and then resumption of that lower test of the lows should come back into play. So let me just go ahead and clear this out of here. There we go. All right. So looking at the chart here, you can see that every time we did break below the uptrend line that we were putting in, we ended up coming right back to the 200. It's happened pretty much without fail 3 times now. At least if I go back further, I could probably find some more. But anyway, so again, after we broke out, we had a nice aggressive, short squeeze moving up higher here. Expected to see it push to that 91 with an extension possibly to the 91.11, 91.12. Didn't make it that far, as I mentioned earlier, and broke below the trend line and headed right back to the 200. So what am I expecting from here? Well, there's one of two things that could happen here. We could either A, break lower, test the support level around the 89.64, 89.65 level, and then look for a move back up higher here. I think that overall we should see a test sometime in the upcoming week to the 90.45 level, and then again looking for another roll back over to test support, as well as this the bottom end of this channel support level here. You can see it a little bit easier on the 4-hour time frame. And again, that's basically the level that I'm referring to here. So it's been, support level here a couple times in the past, resistance, resistance, and now looking to try to make that support. Otherwise, it is going to break back below, and then we are looking at a continuation of the bear trend for the dollar index. So again, to go back to the hourly time frame and to reiterate what I'm thinking, is we have come back down to the 200 here, expecting this to act as a little bit of resistance here near term. If we do go ahead and reclaim it, then we should see that move back up to the 90.44 level, at which point we should reverse back down and then head back lower. Or we start off the week weaker, hitting that 89.65 support level, and then at some point making that run back up to the 90.40s, and then again heading lower. So either two of the situations, I don't see the dollar really continuing much more. It seems like we are pretty much determined on keeping a weak dollar policy here in the states. So with things looking the way they are, looking at the weekly time frame, I can go ahead and pull that chart up as well. You can see that we are looking to eventually, some point in time, start heading back down to the lows. So if I zoom in here real close and then scoot the chart over for you all and remove this line, you can see that we do have a quite a bearish looking doji candle here, and expecting that once we do break below the 89.64 level, as I mentioned, should start getting pulled back down to the lows around the 88.65 level, and then onwards down to 88.25. And once we break that, folks, then we could start seeing some more bearish and aggressive moves lower back to the 87, looks like 87.60 area. If we break that trend line, then we are going to be heading back down to the 84.30 area. So definitely some interesting times coming up in the near term future. And by near term, I mean within the next 2-3 weeks, maybe even a month. But overall, I think that the dollar will still continue to get weaker as time progresses. So make sure that you're keeping an eye on the lower time frames, especially right now in this day and age. We don't really have we have a psychology switch trying to develop fully. And what I mean by that is bulls and bears are having a battle as to which direction that price action is actually going to be going. Just follow the chart. It lays it out pretty simply. I think that, again, we saw that breakout here. 50 still acting as resistance. If I go back to the hourly, similar type of a situation here, with price action still getting remotely wound up within this area here. And again, Could see that move back up. Usually you see the move back up to like 90 40, 90 37 ish, right near that 50, and then another move back down. So in either case, still looking at a downside test coming soon. Just a matter of which direction does the market take this first. I would think that we would see a move lower here, but we'll see what happens. We are right on that 200. If we're unable to crack this, and again, this is the hourly time frame, if we are unable to crack back above the 89.95 level, or I'm sorry, 90 level, then we are looking at coming back down to test the support and then trying to make that move back up higher. So we'll see how it all plays out, but in either case, dollar is still looking quite weak.